He's saying the truth that comes down from the Father of lights, the perfect gift, is the Word of God. It is the one thing that gets you out of all your own evil desires. So you have to come out of desiring those evil things and receive the perfect gift that God has given you as truth. And then things will change in your life. Then that truth can culminate and permeate through your whole body to where you're walking in it instead of in the lies, instead of in your own desires that are evil. He goes on to say this in chapter 4. Where do wars and fights come from among you? Do they not come from your desires for pleasure that war in your members? You lust and do not have. You murder and covet and cannot obtain. You fight and war, yet you do not have because you do not ask. You ask and do not receive because you ask amiss, that you may spend it on your pleasures. How many prosperity gospel preachers have used that verse? You have not because you ask not. You just need to ask for it. And I'm asking you for $1,000 right now, so make sure you send that in. But what is James actually saying here? He's saying your heart is evil, and you ask for evil things so that you can do with it what you desire and not what God desires. And then you wonder why God doesn't give you what you ask for. No, when you're asking for something, your heart should be aligned with the will of God. Not so you could just spend it on yourself, but that you can give what he's given you to help others, to bless his kingdom. Because your life is about serving his kingdom, not about building your own. Serving God's kingdom, not about building your own. God's kingdom is the only kingdom that's going to last. If you want to build up a great kingdom just to watch it all fall at the end, go right ahead. But for me, I want to build a kingdom that lasts. He says, you ask amiss that you may spend it on your pleasures, adulterers and adulteresses. Do you not know that friendship with the world is enmity with God? Whoever therefore wants to be a friend of the world makes himself an enemy of God. He's saying, if you desire the things of the world, the things of your flesh, you're not aligned with God. You've made yourself an enemy of God. Because all sin, lies, and every other sin, does it not stem from our own selfishness? Just like James says, you desire, but you cannot have. So you murder. You sin because you have this desire in you that's unfulfilled, that's an ungodly desire, an evil desire, and yet you want it so bad that you're willing to give up everything for it. To even sin against the true and living God when you know that causes spiritual death. Sin can't cause anything else in you. It's good for a season, but it's out to kill you. It just wants to rope you in enough that it's super hard to get out once you want to.